Yo, welcome in, fellas. Hopefully you guys having a great day. So it is going to be a little bit of a ASMR fill today because I really don't feel that great. But when has being sick ever stopped somebody from playing video games? Am I right? So bear with me. No oohs and ahs and death metal growls or anything like that. What was I doing? Oh yeah. So in 20 minutes there is Terrorized Mephisto. So I don't want to transfer all the gear over. So I'm just going to hit some Stony Tombs until then with the Sorceress. So, but yeah. John, welcome in. Yo, what's going on? Trash, Anthony, B-Dub, Crisco, Havoc, Eli, Duck, welcome in. I do got some in-game music on. It's pretty quiet. I don't know how much you guys can hear it, but that's what I'm kind of got going because I'm not, you know what it is. Yeah, I'm sipping on some cold medicine, and I got a cup of coffee over here too, and oh, okay. I gotta remember where my keys are at too. So probably not gonna hit max efficiency today, but it is what it is. Appreciate y'all. A lot of people, players saying hello, sick Phils. Yeah, appreciate you guys not taking it out on me for. Not that I think you guys would. I don't feel that great, but I appreciate y'all. Wicked Ball, Wadavaman, I think. Sorry on the pronunciation there, if that's incorrect there, but I found a Zod. I still have never found Tyrell's Might. It's the only unique item I haven't found is Tyrell's Might. Gin and juice, you'll be fine. Science. That probably would work, you know? Kill all the germs. Isn't that proven? A couple shots of whiskey will clear up a sore throat in no time. Crisco said he's been listening to the old streams. I think old YouTube on Rewind. Nice. That's funny. Every once in a while, I'll go back and look at a stream from like, the first year on YouTube or something like that. Every once in a while, or I'll go back and rewatch like one of my first videos, or I'll go back and watch some like right when Diablo 2 Resurrected came out. Sometimes I go back and look at them and I'm like, wow, this really is pretty good for being like 4 years ago. That's pretty impressive. Which kind of makes sense. I really have all the same gear that I've had. Like I got the same camera, the same microphone for like 5 years now. So, Mama, yo, what's going on? Yeah, I woke up this morning feeling terrible. Just terrible. But living the dream, you know? It happens. Everybody gets sick once in a while, right? Tofu and well done steaks, right? I actually did have a steak for lunch today. I had what's that called? Is it a tenderloin? I think I did. So Galback works weddings and stuff, like huge, like rich people weddings. The weddings that are like, $500,000 and stuff. And they have so much food left over. She brought home like 10 fillets or something, like the super expensive little ones that are like this big. They're like, oh yeah, they're like this big, but they're also like that thick, But yeah, when you warm them up, they do cook a little bit extra. But it was probably like a medium maybe after I cooked it. I don't know. Maybe it was a medium well after I warmed it up. I don't know. I'm not an expert steak warmer upper, leftover steak warmer upper. You know what I mean? Sorry, there's gonna be some coughs today. Just forgive me. I won't be able to mute it every time. Free is free, yeah. Considering like that steak at a restaurant is probably like $30 or Maybe even more depending on where you go. Like, no, no. But yeah, even a free, yeah, and it's like, yeah, you know what's up. Dan, what's going on? Hard to catch the live stream. You're on a 3-week stretch of sickness. Sounds like my daughter. My daughter's been not sick, but like runny nose for like 2 months. She feels perfectly fine, but her nose just runs all the time. Perfectly fine for months. It's so weird. But yeah. Leave the live stream on for the cats. Nice. Dimensional Blade. Ginther's Rift. At least the cats like the SLAYIN, you know? Joshua says, what's the 100% most effective way to grind Teros Might? I know before Terror Zones, it was definitely like super high magic find, item find barb, like in the pits, I'm pretty sure. That's my take on what it would be anyways. Now with Terror Zones, I mean, you hit TZ, Andy, and Meph anytime they pop up. I don't know if like hitting any Terror Zone, no matter what it is better than hitting like the pits with an item find barb. I'm not really sure, but definitely doing the pits mixed in with TZ, Andy, and Meph is probably where it's at. Work got canceled, Paddleford. Wow. Nice. Yeah, TZ Duran's coming up. Okay, cold medicine down. Cup of coffee on deck. Phil, the wedding food crasher? Well, not always. But that's Galback. Well, it's one of those situations where, man, if you worked, I worked at one of these events with my wife one time just for like S's and G's, and it was just like, hey, you want to come like carry some stuff around for $35 an hour? And I was like, I don't, whatever. Yeah, we'll see what these people do at these things. Why not? I'll do it one time. And the amount of food they throw away is insane. Like, however much food people eat, they probably throw out an equal amount of food. I kid you not. Like, I don't know how it's economically viable. They're like, literally, they were throwing out so much food, they had to bring over garbage can after garbage can because they kept filling each garbage can too full that people couldn't pick them up to dump them in the dumpster. They probably filled a couple dozen garbage cans. I get from this one event that I worked. Like, they probably filled half of a dumpster with food. Like a full-size big dumpster that, like, you know, a truck comes up and picks up and dumps in the back. James said he used the hero editor to mimic old characters because he didn't think you could bring them over. Nothing wrong with that. It's whatever. Yeah, but you can copy and paste your characters over from old D2. But yeah, I could see, besides it taking you a lot of time to do that, no, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm glad that there is hero editor, that in case something crazy happens that you can, or if you want to do something like that. That was like this sorceress right here. This character file got corrupted. I forget what I was doing, but I accidentally corrupted this character file. So, like, I think it was something I did. I think I was in try to install. I think it was either I was trying to get that mod to where there's like a link that goes to a website that automatically detects your gear. I was trying to get that link to work or something, or I might have been trying to get like I was trying to hero edit in like hacked items, like an ith bow or a cork bow from back in the day, and I messed up. It was one of those two things. I don't remember which one it was. But it messed up this character, and I had to go and hero edit in this character exactly the way it was, like with all the same gear. I had to make, it takes forever to make these crafted caster helmets look exactly the way they did before. Luckily, because I went back to my old streams and found when I would scroll over different parts, like I would find where I was setting up a character, and I'd be looking like, do I want all these? And I would like pause, go back to set these up exactly how they were. Yeah, James right there said the same thing. Sorry, said the same thing happened to him. Jing's talking about throwing out food that about 3 dumpsters a week from a grocery store chain. Yeah, I've heard about that too. I heard, I watched some, you know, I guess you just take people's word for what it is, I guess. Believe what you want to believe. But I was watching a video where there was a person who worked at a grocery store like that, and they would throw food in the dumpster, and then like homeless people would, who were like starving on the streets, would come to the dumpster and pull food out and eat it. But they didn't want the homeless people coming around. So they would take the food and throw it in the dumpster, and then they would dump like other stuff on top of it to make like the food like all gross, so that the homeless people wouldn't eat the food out of the dumpster. I'm like, that's, I understand you don't want homeless people around your like store, I guess, but like, I don't know. Just doesn't seem right. Like when they would throw out bread, then they would dump like some sort of food that was like wet and liquid on top of it, so that it would be like disgusting and people wouldn't want to eat it. Just seems odd. But yeah, and that was like, that wasn't like their choice. That was what like the management told them to do, so that it would stop happening. Wonderful, Volcano. Appreciate y'all joining me. If you love Diablo 2, make sure you guys hit the like button for me. What am I doing when I finally find Tyrell's Might? I'm not 100% sure what I'll be doing like day to day every day, but I definitely want to learn some like speedrunning techniques. Maybe I'll fall in love with it and like it a super lot. And if not, it'll just make me a better Diablo 2 player. So I'm going to try to learn like about speedrunning essentially. And then maybe it'll be something that I want to keep doing. How inhumane. Yeah. Corporate business. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there's all kinds of stories I've seen like that. Actually, wait, what was that? I think there was a documentary on that I watched about it, actually. Like clothing stores would throw out clothes and then people would take the clothes to wear, you know? So they started forcing them to destroy the clothes. Like cut them up before they would throw them away. Like stuff that wouldn't sell. Stuff like that. Good luck on that. I appreciate you. Moeo? I think. Tried my best to pronounce it anyways. Appreciate you. Let's see. Crisco dumpster diving videos. Sometimes there's so much perfectly good food. Yeah, I've heard that as well. Cheese stacks, welcome in. Yeah, Fred said it doesn't seem right, but if you had homeless people around your business, you might think differently. Who knows? Because yeah, I don't own a multinational grocery chain that throws away millions and millions of dollars food a year, so I guess I couldn't say for sure. That was barely a squeak, by the way. I'm sick. Don't make fun of me. I can't say for sure. The vocal cords ain't working right. It's not my fault. Alright, you can make fun of me a little bit because it was kind of funny. Chuck says they're not allowed to donate to the homeless. Set up a program in Columbus. Not allowed to, huh? Some of them are. There are some charities that do that. There's one called Second Harvest, I think. that does that. I don't know rules and regulations for every state, every country, every county. You know what I mean? But there are some in some places. But yeah, I'm not gonna say that I know for sure you can or can't everywhere. I think I seen there was actually one of those trucks leaving Costco the other day. I'm pretty sure. Just happened to be when I was driving by Costco. I seen one. I think. Could be wrong. Whoops. What am I doing? Whew. Boy, I can't wait till TZ Mephisto pops up. It's just so much less thinking. I can just like go here, kill stuff. Go here, kill stuff. Go here, take out Mephisto, you know? That's what I would like. Alright, what do we got? I thought I seen... Oh, I did. Sorry. Not the right staff that I thought it was. Matt, what's going on? Yeah, sorry, I'm a little under the weather if anybody didn't catch it in the title or whatever, so... You do get some dark background, no green screen, ASMR feel today, so... Couple more minutes here. You know what? I'm just gonna start hitting Mephisto here, and then it'll change over whenever I get there. Oops, what am I doing here? Oh. Yeah, Fred said he thinks they should be able to donate food. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it depends on the state and stuff. I'm not really sure on if they're allowed to or not everywhere. Yeah, that's the thing too. Even if the corporations didn't want the homeless people to get the food out of the dumpster, if they donated it all, then there wouldn't be any food for the homeless people to get out of the dumpster. The problem fixes itself. Look at that. I'm a genius. I've saved the world. Grandfather Storm Shield still can't get a Shaco. Yeah, it's funny how often I hear that. Just people find the rare stuff and they can't find. Not that Shaco isn't super common, but it's not uncommon, you know. Yeah, I got you, Fred. I got you. I don't know if that was directed towards me, but yeah, I understand, Fred. No problem. Let's see. Aaron says you can't donate perishable food. So there, like me and you can't. I'm telling you, Google Second Harvest and look it up. There's a charity that gets fruits and vegetables and stuff from grocery stores that that they don't sell or whatever. But yeah. I don't know where it is, if it's everywhere, if there's some special thing, blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't know all the things, but that's just what I'm saying. But anyways, we'll go ahead and move on from that topic, maybe. Anything like that always gets super heated for some reason. I don't know why, but everybody knows everything. Julian doing LK runs. Farm continues. TZMF worth it on P3. Yeah, players 3 you should be fine as long as Because Mephisto, the higher players count just allows more items to drop. And on players 3, Mephisto, like, I'll switch this one to players 3. This is what I usually do it on players 3 anyways. I think I left it on 7. It should drop 6 items every time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the most you can drop anyways. So I actually never really paid too much attention to Mephisto terrorized on the number of drops, you know. I know with Andy being terrorized and having drop quest drops, players 3 is like always fine there, but Alphabet, the only thing with the gear, I get asked to show the gear about every 5 minutes by people hopping in and wanting to see the gear and leave, so I don't really go over it anymore. If you look up Fireball Sorceress on my channel, like just Google Sweetfill Fireball Sorceress, it'll pop right up with going over all the gear. Magic Find, it's like it was like mid 3s or 4. I think it's 400 something. Just over 400 actually, now that I think about it. Oh, James, oh, you're looking for the actual map seed number so you could put it in to get a perfect map for Andy and Meph. I used to have on this character right here, I used to have a perfect one. Very close to perfect. I can't say for sure absolutely perfect, but for Andy it was like boom, boom. It was like right here. Boom, you were down to the next level, and the next one was the same. And Mephisto, I had one that was super similar. It was, you'd come up like this and it'd be like right here. And I had a sick LK map, but that was before my file got corrupted and I didn't pay attention to what my map seed ever was. This time I only got 5 items on players whatever here, so. Oh, Galback, I didn't see up there. What's going on? What's up, what's up? Working Lurk, says Fred. All right, Fred, enjoy your day. Thanks for hopping in. Zog says go over the gear every single video, every single stream. I used to do that, but Twitch you can't go back on the stream. So when people hop into Twitch and ask, it doesn't matter. I would just have to go over it every time. I used to do that on YouTube, but then, yeah. I guess on YouTube I started putting the link to the build I'm using, but I actually on YouTube in the description, but I actually have the wrong build there right now because I was going to do the assassin, my fire assassin, but then I seen Mephisto was terrorized, so obviously I'm going to do terrorize Mephisto when it pops up. HCP, appreciate you. Julian said he had a 2 TP from Mephisto Waypoint, but he accidentally reset it. Yeah, that's devastating. I did that one time a long time ago, back in the LOD days. That's when I set up this macro to save and exit for me automatically. What I did one time on accident though was I switched characters. I was running Nightmare and Dario to get an SOJ, and I set up the macro to reset to go to Nightmare automatically, so I didn't accidentally reset my Nightmare map because I had a sick Nightmare map to run SOJs, and then I forgot to change the macro when I went back to running Hell difficulty, and I reset one of the maps. It was devastating. Just devastating. Alright, Flat. Well, I guess what I should have said is that nobody knows how to go back on Twitch then, because people always would say that. Oop. So like while the Twitch stream is live, you can go to the video section and click on the live stream of the current live stream and then go back. Yeah, I guess I didn't know that, if that's what you're saying. If I had to pick one build, what would you choose your favorite? Tough call, but I mean, I guess I would say Nova Sorceress, just because the things that it's good at are the things that I like doing. Top 3 metal bands. Well, whenever I get the question like that, I always broaden it out to essentially my 3 favorite bands, because I'll name off bands and then people will say like, oh, well, that's not real metal, or that's, you know, that's not the right kind of music. And it's like, well, I guess the type of metal you're talking about, I don't, you know. But, see, of all time, Atreyu is one of my favorite, and I know that's not like, you know, stereotypical. It's like emo screamo metal. But Atreyu, I love Silverstein. I just went and seen Silverstein the other day, actually, again, for like the 1000th time. And then I don't know about for a third one. Maybe Motionless in White. I do. Ooh, Malrune, look at that. I do really like Motionless in White. A lot of the different stuff they made. So I wasn't. That's not something you usually expect off of Mephisto. Malrune, nice. Ooh, that's the best I got on a sick day. That's cool. That's cool. Of Mice and Men, yeah, they're all right. I haven't listened to them extensively. I did go with one of my buddies to a Of Mice and Men concert before. I forget who else they played with. So no, Fred, I do like all kinds of stuff, but yeah, it's like for my favorites or whatever. No, Flat. She said you don't mean to nitpick. Sorry if I came off the wrong way. I didn't mean that. If it sounded that way. But one thing I did mean, if it sounded that way, is to hit the like button, everybody. Am I using Grand Charms with Magic Find? No. They're all skillers. Wait, they are, right? Yeah, okay. They're all... Make sure I didn't have lightning skillers on accident or something. Yeah, I forget. What's the maximum Magic Find on a Grand Charm? Is it like 12, I think? Nickelback Creed. I mean, that would be a sick show right there. I get why everyone hates Nickelback. Why does everybody hate Creed? Is it just because they think they're cheesy or something? They're a little cheesy, but I mean, so what about it? Everyone's got different opinions, right? So what do you guys think because it's kind of like a known meme, like, oh, Creed, you know? What's the story behind that? Anyone know offhand? My throat freaking killing me. I have one character on hardcore. Do the stars have to align properly? So I think that hardcore character, for whatever reason, for 1 week, I was just like, hey, I'm gonna play. I did a Naked Druid hardcore challenge, and I got like Act 4 of Nightmare, and then a new season started, and I just never, like, I was playing it for like 2 or 3 days before a season started, which you got to play very slow, and I'm not exactly a speedrun expert or a naked character running expert, so yeah, it took me like hours and hours to get to like the end of Act 4 of Nightmare with a naked fire druid, and then a new season started. I never went back to it. That's just what it was. And then there was another time I played through with a sorceress on hardcore just to I don't know why, just because I never play hardcore and I decided to do it one time. So I just played through solo online with a orb sorceress, I guess. So not a hardcore expert either, right? Right, Marty? True story. Oh, I wish I had 500 more gallons of coffee. Pantera forever. Got some good stuff. Me and my buddy went to a bar before the Silverstein concert. And they had a touch tunes. I popped on Cemetery Gates. You know, I only know the popular mainstream Pantera songs. I guess you would call it. Not that they're mainstream for Pantera, anyways. You know. Okay, Grand Crown. We'll pick them both real quick, just because came along with a couple crowns here. Crown of Thieves. And a Griswold's Valor. All right. It's a pretty rare one. Kind of rare. Where were we here? Tyrell Mike, yeah, that's the last one I need there. HCP, appreciate you. Appreciate your very kind words. That's funny. Appreciate you. Oh, where were we here? Trash that is because Christian rock gone mainstream with Creed. Creed says they're Christian and too goody, two shoes for some people. Yeah, I kind of figured that's what it was. I thought there was. I guess I thought there was more to it than that, though. So they just like were gatekeep, like they're not real rock because they're like a Christian band or whatever you call it. Whatever. Gotcha. Kind of makes sense, I guess, but. Unique arc. Oh, chat's flying here. I got too far behind. My apologies. Oh man, Audie got a unique Archon staff. There you go. That's a rare one. Don't touch my clogs. Sounds like an interesting title. Trash and Nickelback just hit top 10 for too long. Well, Chad Kroeger is a creep. That's kind of the main reason. Well, that's part of the reason, I should say. I'll say that's the reason I'm not a big fan of Nickelback. They were up at the top for a long time, but when Chad Kroeger has these songs he's writing about, like, sneaking girls out of their dad's house, and he's like 35, and he's talking about sneaking like 16-year-old girls out of their parents' house and stuff. He was like, but yeah, come to find out, musicians been writing songs like that forever. When you stop and listen to the words of some older songs too, but little bone knife. I like bullrug blades. Zog says it's popular to hate Nickelback. That is true. It's always fun to follow along with what everyone else is doing. No doubt. Marty says, hope you feel better. Appreciate you. Peace out. G-Sex says, wish he saw Pantera back in the day. Yeah, right. I think I wasn't into that kind of music personally. I guess it was a little before my rock time, at least, if not before my time. Like before my concert going time, anyways. I was probably like 12 before I started actually listening to like any type of rock music, really. Yeah, before I like actually cared at all about music. So when I was 12, that would have been like 99 or something. So. Yeah, Diddy did up Chad Kroeger for sure, Fred. That's probably worse. All the crazy stuff that he did. Oh, Julian. Julian come with a tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. I promise you I actually am hype. I'm just sick today. So thank you so much for supporting the channel. 2 Julians over on Twitch. Nice. Thank you so much, Jay. Julian. Oh, Mchu coming in with a Twitch Prime sub now. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel there over on Twitch. Absolute slayers. Thank you so much, Mchu. Pantera at the Palace of Auburn Hills, Skunk Ape said. Ooh, nice, nice. White Zombie Deftones open for him? That's wild. That's wild. Whoop. Oh, so did I miss what answer your wife, says Marty. I must have missed it. Sorry. No, Galback, I went up to the CVS and got some stuff. Sorry, yeah. See guys, you guys think I'm ignoring you. It's just it's hard to catch all the comments in chat. I even missed my own wife's comment, see? And she's a blue named mod, so that's how tough, that's how much I'm struggling. Oh, sorry, Mchu. Got hit with those Twitch ads, yeah. Unfortunately, on Twitch, it's like you either have to have a bazillion ads or you don't make any money on Twitch. There's no in between. You can't just turn it down so you make... So it's like... And not that I make hardly anything on Twitch, but... You either have to demonetize your channel or have like a bazillion ads, essentially. It's really, really stupid. But yeah, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Time for a blue rare steak, says G. Ooh, man. Deftones so good. James says, yeah, I've never listened a lot to Deftones. It's probably one of the more popular bands that I've almost not listened to at all. A blue hair, no, a blue, I said blue named mod or something. I don't remember what I said exactly. But I was talking about the letters of the name. On my screen, the mods are blue. I don't know, I forget what color they are in the actual chat. Oh, they're blue. They're blue over there too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ugh. Cineo's a big Deftones fan, I see there. Yeah. Greetings from Norway. What's it? Balderine? Or Balderine? Maybe? I feel like it's not a real word, so I can say it however I want to. Maybe. Stoneflower? Trying to think if I've actually heard of that band before. Probably not. I'm probably just imagining it. Not the wallflowers, stoneflowers. So actually, speaking of Deftones, I do have one Deftones CD actually. I got it by accident. So when I was like 13 or something, one of my friends was going to Florida. He used to live in Florida, so he would go to Florida like once in the summer for like a week or two to like hang out with his old friends. And he was just like, hey, do you want to go down there with me? And I don't remember how exactly it happened. But yeah, I went to Florida with him and just hung out with his old friends in Florida for a week or two. And his friend accidentally left his Deftones CD in my CD player. Because I happened to have... For some reason, we stayed the night at his friend's house and we all slept in an old RV. But the RV only had a cassette player. But I had my CD player with the cassette player, the cassette that plugged into your CD player. So we were listening to music while we were playing Nintendo 64 maybe on a TV that we had plugged in the RV. We were playing Conquer, I think. The squirrel that would like swear and stuff. And then you'd shoot rockets and blast each other apart. Yeah, that's how I ended up with a Deftones CD on accident. I got back to Michigan and was like, I guess I have Deftones CD now. SOJ! Oh. Best game ever. It was kind of funny at the time. It's like, oh, it said the S word. Oh my gosh. So funny. Crisco used to listen to a lot of Slipknot. Yeah, Slipknot's pretty cool. Whoopsie. I had the first couple of albums. A CD player and a cassette player, huh? Oh, Facet. You gotta know what I'm talking about. You gotta know what I'm talking about. Let's see what these are first here. We got some boots. If you need cold res, I guess. But Facet, you know, it's perfect. How come they don't roll better? Not fair. You gotta know what I'm talking about with the cassette player. Hold on a second. Let's see, cassette or CD player. I don't even know how to look this up. But you have to know what I'm talking about. Curlas, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Absolute legend. Ooh. Here's the best possible... I'm totally in the way. Let me turn my camera off here. Where'd it go? Right here. This is the best I could come up with. Oh, it doesn't zoom in. It makes it smaller somehow. But you have the cassette player, and it plugs in, and then this plugs in the cassette, and it plays the CD. See? It plays the music from the CD player into the cassette player of something that only has a cassette. You have to know about that. The most modernist of technologies. Does my car still have one? It'd be legit if it did. My car's got an 8-track player in it. Stock. No. Mine actually has a CD player in it. Yeah. Nowadays, they don't even make them with CD players in them anymore. Just have to Bluetooth everything. Which, I mean, it makes sense, to be honest, but... Fred said he used to have one of those. Oh, yeah, I totally had one of those too. The CD player adapter thing back in the day. History lesson with Phil. It's not that old. Jeez. I mean, it's recent history. Snowpro said he hasn't had a car with a CD player or cassette player in 20 years. In 20 years? In 2005, you didn't have a car that had a CD or cassette player? It must not have had a radio or anything in it, Snowpro. It had the one with where the whole radio was stolen. It's just got the hole there. The day he started driving, no cassette player or CD player. I'm gonna chalk this up to a time that Snowpro's exaggerating. Wow, comments flying in. I appreciate the enthusiasm, fellas. Sorry, I'm probably missing a bunch, so do forgive me. 8-track player at the cottage. Trash says super dope. 8-track is weird. I've only ever even tried to play something on an 8-track one time. I don't remember where I was at some place that, like, oh my gosh, it's an 8-track player, and I like plugged it in, stuck an 8-track in it just to see how it like worked at someone's house, like it was in their barn or something. I don't know. Ryan's repping no radio at the moment. Nice. Not in town. It was always wild. Like every once in a while, you have that friend that has like, you know, the cheap car and the radio's busted. I know I had one friend that would. They had like a small radio that was battery powered. And they had it sitting up on the dashboard that they'd play music on when they were driving somewhere because their radio was broken. They had to swap the batteries out like once a week. Like it'd almost be cheaper at that point to buy a new radio and buy all these batteries. G-Stack says Grandma took away the CD player because it ate all the batteries. He was rifling through them so much, huh? Laserdisc, huh? Laserdisc are like the big movies, right? That didn't last very long. I watched a funny documentary on why Laserdiscs never took off. I'm not going to go into detail now. I hear if you talk about that stuff on YouTube, they shadow ban your video or whatever, but there's one particular segment of type of videos that Laserdisc did not adopt that VHS did, and that's why VHS took off. So I hear.
Through Super Chat. Hey, hope you feel better soon, bruh, grin.
Dragging off. Thank you so much for the 25. I missed what kind of currency that was, but thank you for the 25 currencies. Dragging off the 25 monies. Very kind of you. Yeah, hopefully I do get better soon as well. HD DVD versus Blu-ray? Yeah, HD DVD didn't take off either. Blu-ray did for like a couple of years but streaming came on too quickly that Blu-ray like was starting to get adopted, and then streaming came on like too quickly there.
I can't carry anymore.
Didn't Blu-ray kill HD DVD? I think they came on at the exact same time almost, but Blu-ray did. Yeah, HD DVD didn't really take off. Like, I don't think anybody had that. Because that was right when I think Xbox maybe 360 and PS like 4 came out. And PS4 could play Blu-ray movies, and then HD DVD Xbox could play and went with, and HD DVD didn't make it. Like, I never knew anyone who had an HD DVD anything. Ultimate version of Star Wars on Laserdisc. Legendary. Do modern cars even have CD players? Yeah, no, they don't really. That's what I was kind of talking about, that I mentioned it up earlier, but yeah, now everything's just, they probably don't even have like an auxiliary port or anything. And they might, I don't even know, because my car is from like 2012, but I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't even have an aux port, if it was just only Bluetooth or whatever. Maybe Snowpro looks like he gets a new car every year. What do they even have those Snowpro? Do they even have auxiliary ports or anything in them? What am I doing? Yes. Good old Gold Strike. Oh, USB. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I don't know what I was thinking. Auxiliary port is something from like 2007, right? Oliver, do I have a program that joins? So, kind of. I use a macro. It's part of the Razer Synapse software that came with my Razer mouse. But yeah, I just push a button on the side of my mouse and I set it up so that all it does is it essentially pushes the buttons on the keyboard that would go through the motions that I would hit myself in order to save and exit and join the next game in held difficulty automatically. That way it saves some wear and tear on my finger joints and my wrist and hand joints and stuff, and gives me some time to read chat while it's resetting. Biv's going with Werewolf NATO Druid on... Is that on D4 you're talking about? Okay, I'm picking which laying down. James says Twister and Mars Attacks were the first DVDs released. Interesting. What's it called when you know some fact that is super meaningless and pointless? Trivia. Interesting trivia to know. Good old Storm Treks. 62 poison res. I forget how low they can roll, but it's kind of a mid 156. Oh boy, actually it's a pretty low roll on everything, but good old Treks. Yeah, random trivia was what I was trying to think of. Fred said you never hook up your phone to USB in a car. Why is that? Like you... Yeah, what's the story behind that? No, I was shooting it down, James. It's just like a random trivia thing that, you know, that would pop up on like Jeopardy or something. Maybe I worded that a little bit harshly. Information transfer. Yeah, I guess I guess I still don't understand that. Do you think the car's like hacking your phone or something? Like, I would have never thought a second about, you know, worrying about plugging it into the car. Curlask, I forget if I shouted you out, Curlask. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. If I didn't think about that, or if I didn't shout you out already, thanks for Twitch Prime sub. Yeah, I guess I have. I've never looked into anything about the new cars, so I have never heard of any of this stuff. You say GM steals your info. Guess that's why you got to get a Ford, huh? Now, usually if there's one big company doing something, like they all kind of do it, but not always. Sometimes there is one that's just better than all the rest, but. Yeah, Ryan, I've heard of that fact as well, that daddy longlegs are... Well, daddy longlegs aren't even spiders, right? They're actually insects that just have skinny long legs. But they're like super poisonous, but their fangs are too small to bite a person. -8 this morning. Nice. Yeah, it was freezing this morning. The coldest my phone said it was 0 outside when I got up this morning, so I just went with that. Ox and Sigports, says Fred, says Jam. Gotcha. Yeah, I just listen to the radio. Or my car does have a CD player, so I'll pop CDs, and sometimes just for nostalgia's sake. I got my old CD books in my car. PMC said he rented a car. It had an iPad center console holder. Huh. An iPad center console. Strange. 86 and sunny in Toronto. Oh, yeah? 86 and sunny in Toronto. Oh, Ethereal Thresher? How are none of them ever ethereal? 204. Okay, roll or whatever, but Reaper Soul's still a good item, you know, you need it for some of the mercenaries for the builds or whatever, but it's never ethereal for me. Don't know what's going on. Check some of the other stuff, maybe. Yeah, whatever. Forget about it. Yeah, no, it's not 86 and sunny in Toronto. They're joking, of course. See, Fred said birds aren't affected by spicy stuff. You know what? Now that you say that, I think I remember hearing that. Yeah, actually, now that you say it, I think I did hear that. On something. Camel spider, is that giant one that it's like the size of like your face?
It's locked.
Marcus G saying just hop back into D2 after years. Appreciate you. Welcome back. Content seems really nice. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching the vids and stuff. And welcome back to the best game ever made. Marcus. Diadem. Why is it rare instead of unique? Yeah, do forgive me anyone hopping in here. I am under the weather, as the stream title on YouTube says anyways. So yeah. Size of a fist, Fred says. The hands talking about the camel spider. What are those spiders in Australia that are like, supposedly they're not actually dangerous, but they're just ginormous? If it's what I'm thinking of. Huge Australian spider. Ugh. Huntsman spider, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I just popped up here. Wait. Whistling tarantula? And huntsman spider. I guess maybe, I'm not reading anymore if it's taking too long, but one's probably like heavier and the other one's probably legs are longer, so it's got a wider span or something. It's probably something like that. Yeah, I've seen some things where the spiders chase people. That's pretty wild. Wicked Ball says it was minus 35 in Minnesota. Yeah, that's Fahrenheit, by the way, for international audiences, but it's just too cold. I don't mind anything down to like 20 Fahrenheit, but under that is just not fun. Let's see. Largest spider in the world. Goliath bird eater. There you go. Fred nailed it. They live up to 25 years? That's wild to me to think that an insect lives to 25 years old. I don't know why, but I just feel like insects like don't live more than a year. Like that's just what it seems to me. Snowpro says either 20 with 2 feet of snow or 80 and sunny. He doesn't. Sounds like he doesn't like the middle, the in between. Forget the mud. In the shorts with a hoodie weather. Yeah. Yeah, 20's right at the cutoff for me. I don't do winter activities really, so it's just me. 99 says birds can live to a... Yeah, I do know birds can, but I don't know, just bugs. A 25-year-old bug just doesn't sound right in my mind. Maybe it's just me. D2R winter activity? I guess that's kind of true. Year-round activity. Paddleford got his first Harlequin's crest. Nice. Brett either is a wealth of knowledge on animal ages or you're hammering the Google quick. Bowhead whale, huh? I would have thought... Oh, well, you said mammal. So... For some reason, I was thinking of tortoise or something. But that's... Are tortoises mammals? Of course not. Yeah, animals are pretty badass. That's for sure. Been lurking for a few years. Cap'n? Thanks for the content and the guides. Appreciate you. Thanks. First time chatter there on Twitch. Thanks for the kind words. I'm a little under the weather, so do forgive me. I am hype in my mind, but I can't get hype right now. Andrew Bentley coming through with kind of the similar sentiments. Thanks for the kind words there, Andrew. Appreciate you. Oh, good shaft stop. Ethereal? No. Shaft stop's a classic one, though. Absolute classic. 198. It's good enough, you know. It goes at 220, but yeah. Shaft stop. I love shaft stop. This with a vamp case on an Amazon. Just a classic look. Classic look right there. See, Andrew, is the meta orb fireball or orb hydra? I mean, you can do either one. I wouldn't. Neither one of those are really quote unquote the meta. But if you're starting off like kind of newish, probably orb hydra is a pretty. They're both good options. So it's gonna depend if you want to throw down hydras and kind of like run around in circles till the hydras take things out, or if you want to, you know, have more control where the fireballs are going blast, 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 so. They're both alright choices for, like, starting out. Jump back down here. Oh my gosh, so many comments flying in. No Kazans, typical. Drink some of this key lime sparkling water. Hydraverse firewall. Hydra's probably like more versatile. Firewall's kind of like cooler, for like melting Andy and Mephisto, but for kind of like firewall's annoying if you're going after like anything that moves or a group, kind of sort of, because they just move off the firewall and you're dropping them and they keep running through them and running past them. So, but they both work. Aaron, so I guess greater claws are usually the ones people go with for Mosaic. I don't play Mosaic because I don't like it, but like it's too broken, but that's what everyone tells me. Greater claws, and then some people will say runics are okay too. But that's the best info I can give to you. Snow Pro, you don't need to mess with me. Everyone can just type like normal, I can barely keep up. Oh, Fred knows what's up. The Aldi key lime sparkling water and the black cherry. Yo, Fred, if you ever see it, you gotta pick it up. There's a... It's almost never around. I don't know if it's ever gonna come back even. But there's one that's only around sometimes from at Aldi. It's cherry limeade. Sparkling water. It's the best ever. But of course... Let me do this real quick first. I am literally, quite literally, the king of Tal's Armors. Quite literally. Find them everywhere. Especially when talking about cherry limeade sparkling water from Aldi. I probably find these like once a week. So crazy. Just crazy. Don't need the 75th one of those. I don't remember how those roll either, but I know I have at least a perfect one already for sure. So you don't really need more than one perfect Tal's Armor on single player. Oh, man. I'm talking too much. Always kill the good stuff, says Fred. Yeah, why is that? Why is that? Home Sparrow says Greater Talons best in slot. They're not. Are you saying they're not technically claws? They're talons are on the feet, claws are on the hands, right? Checks out. Yep. Blot said it still hasn't found a Tal's Armor person. He hasn't. You'll get one in no time. It's one of those ones, once you find them all the time. Five Facet, Paddleford, congrats on that. Runics cost a lot to repair, says Ryan. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh, a little adjust here. Your face always looks like this? Question mark. I'm not sure what that means. My camera you're talking about? No, I'm like 6, so I turned on the lights. The Teehee? Good old Spirit Ward. A little bit rare. Fadewind Struck. Probably 70% chance to block. That's good, right? But a little rare, not really used ever though. But yeah, I'm sure you didn't mean it that way, but kind of worded that a little rudely. Does your face always look like this? Red Fox finally got an Immortal King's Soul Cage. 20 years till it dropped. Well, congrats on that one. At least check that one off the list. Let's see. 14 Cold Blizzormus. Okay. It's pretty cool. Ooh, what a gross drop that was. Hey, when one of the drops is taken up by bolts and the 2 other ones are taken up by gold. What a waste. What a waste. Mesh belt. Meh. Some uniques. At least uniques drop, it seems kind of cool. I wear a different face. I don't know about that plot. Same face all the time. Same beautiful, beautiful, beautiful face I got. The Game of Thrones cult. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They were shapeshifters, right? Not like face takers. DMC saying nothing more humble than seeing your face on your driver's license. Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of times too, when you go get your driver's license, it's always like after work or something, or that was mine, anyways. Like my current license picture, I think I can't remember what I had going on, but I think I had like a wedding the night before or something, and I was like all hungover or something when I went and got my picture taken. I was like, Phil, you got to pull it together. Come on. This is going to be a picture on your license till you're like 50. Not to mention, the camera at the DMV is like stationary. So, actually the camera is, like a foot and a half below my face, you know? So I'm like looking down at it, which is always a great look for taking a picture. Looking down at the camera like this, like... Well, I'm exaggerating, but you know what I'm saying. Get your license renewed at a AAA office? I've never heard of that before. Never heard of that before. Oh, man. Base blade and a ring. Okay. See what we get going on here.
Good day.
Azarath? No. Lightsaber, of course. A 170 been an SOJ. Oh. Yeah, 89. I've never heard of that. Never heard of that. I do have AAA insurance too. Literally never heard of that before. Like I've had AAA for like 20 years, never heard of that. Flat said he can't. You're not allowed to smile when you get your picture taken where he lives at. That's crazy. That's. I mean, I don't know about crazy. It's probably not a bad idea. There's only a couple states where you can renew your license at AAA office. Montana and Massachusetts. According to Google AI, that is. That's all I can go by. Yeah, it says there's only certain states, so that's probably why I've never heard of it. Let me add in Michigan on the Google thing. AI is always right, so. The first thing that pops up is always right. It says you can renew at some offices in Michigan. Interesting. Interesting. I feel like the waiting at the DMV, though, I feel like that's not really a thing anymore. Because, the DMV, don't you have to... I don't know if you have to, but I thought you, like, literally had to make appointments at the DMV now. I know you can, but I thought you actually had to. And obviously, I think this is going to be state dependent, of course. I'm pretty sure that all the DMV stuff is state run, right? It's not federally, so it's not all the same. But yeah, I don't think I've waited at the DMV more than like 10 minutes, like ever. Well, in the last like 10 years. So, seeing people die at the DMV, right? Nice. Don't you dare contradict Google AI. Yeah. No, as soon as you type it in, if AI says something, you just take it as gospel. It's just automatically the truth. Word straight from God himself. Man fight demon. No, I just played Diablo 2, yeah. Just a D2 player. Every once in a while, I'll try another game here and there for a week here, or something like that. I might try something else, but I pretty much just play D2. '89 says in New York. Lucky to be seen by noon if he has an appointment at 10. Oh. Yeah, I know of in Michigan here, I know of a top secret DMV. It is like 20 minutes away. But there's probably like 3 DMVs that are closer to my house than this one. It might even be, no, it's probably about 20 minutes away. Oh yeah, it moved. I forgot it. It moved closer even. But it's top secret. And there's almost, if you walk in, there's like 5 people in there at any time, like maximum. Ooh, 2 skills, but I always make an appointment anyways. Stuff taken care of at the tax collector. I don't even know necessarily what that means. Where a tax collector is, so. Snowpro said he went at 8 a.m. right when they opened for a motorcycle back in the day. Took him an hour. He was the first person there. Nice. Well, uh-oh, hold on. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just this top secret DMV that I know about.
It's locked.
Maybe it's just, because I always go there. Everyone I know kind of goes there. So, because we're all like, it's a secret DMV. It's awesome. So. Appreciate 89. Appreciate you. Top secret message. Pathless. Oh yeah, he's roasting me. It's called Secretary of State in Michigan, not DMV. True story. Oh, Tal's Tombs. Okay, all right. So we'll jump back to the assassin now, I guess. Per usual. What else do I need to transfer over there? This, and all this stuff. What a disaster. Yeah, it is called the SOS in Michigan. Secretary of State. Oopsie. Whoops. Hold on one quick second. I gotta. Someone has my daughter right now, so I had to make sure, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Smalps, welcome in. What am I doing here? This. I don't want Flickering Flame. We'll go with the Enigma for now.
I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use. I'll put use.
TC Duriel, let's go. Yep. Wait, there are fire immunes down here, isn't there? We got the Sunday, but that makes our fire res garbage. So I almost need to wear flickering flame to make up for it, huh? If we're going down here specifically. I didn't pronounce that wrong. Oh, gotcha, Fred. About the tax collector. Gotcha. Completing Act 3 fast. Not super good advice. The only thing about Act 3 is you don't have to, like, kill almost anything in Act 3. All you have to do is, what? Kill one of the council members and kill Mephisto, and that's all you gotta do. So just remember, anything else you can do, you can just run by. Oh yeah, I forgot what I was doing for a second. Are these guys all immune to fire and I can barely kill them? Because I don't have enough minus res. So yeah, I guess the best advice I could give you is make sure you get yourself a tele staff. And you just run, and then teleport past where you want to or need to, and then run, teleport, run. Ooh. Let's go down here. Let's get too many poles and stuff in the way, bro. Yeah, just chasing down all them body parts, yeah. Yeah, pretty much as I can, I just run in, like, this Arachnid's Lair, Spider Cavern, I always forget which one it is, I'm so stupid. But, run in whichever one it is, just grab the piece, tele staff over the wall, grab it, tele staff back. I don't even try to fight the stuff, so that's what I do with, like, everything. Run down to the bottom of the Flayer dungeon, grab the piece that's down there in that one chest, get out real quick. Type of situation. It's working all right. It's just on players 3, so nothing crazy, but little crown shield, 36. Those fire bombs really do quite a bit of damage, eh?
I am overburdened.
2 6 trap claws with 2 open sockets. Nice. That's wild. Yeah, those are probably not cheap to trade for, huh? Congrats on getting those. With the 2 sockets, too. That's like no compromise there. That's what you're looking for. Does Mausoleum only have 1 immune? I don't know at all. I know the Mausoleum's good for fire builds. I think there's no, like, inherent fire immunes in there. But I don't remember. I think it has stuff immune to everything else, though. I could be wrong, though. I do know it's good for fire stuff, though. But the Mausoleum's a little bit, like, undense, sorta. So. Nowadays, I would just run the Stony Tombs, personally. But Mausoleum, maybe it's an interesting, like, switch-up area, you know what I mean? Oh. '89 says once he's done with Act 3, he feels like he's done with the campaign. Yeah, Act 4 is kind of, yeah, it's simple to get through, and then Act 5 is pretty easy to kind of read. I mean, I guess I don't feel quite that way, but I kind of get what you're saying, especially with Act 4 being right after it, and Act 4 being so short. I kind of get the sentiment, or whatever you want to call it. There were like 40 Jaws spots. That's quite a bit, huh? Deadeye said all about them pits. Yeah, pits are awesome, yeah. Let's see. There is, what's in the pits? Are the Carvers fire immune? I don't remember how many fire immunes are down there, but I guess there are Sunder Chimes now, so I guess people don't really care as much about immunities, right? But pits are definitely one of my faves, though. Let's see, where did I go already? Did I go everywhere? Oh, nope, sure didn't.
I can't carry anymore.
Game Unforgiving. Now found Griffins twice, 2 Wisps. Can't find a D-Web. Yeah, D-Web is super rare. Choo!
Not enough mana.
Con Phoenix, there we go. I was like, gimme. I need some mana. Didn't want to use a potion to get some mana. Yeah, D-Web is incredibly, incredibly rare, so... Best of luck, I hope you do find it, so... Took me forever, too. Fallen are weak. Yeah, they are pretty weak, so if you just have a Sunder Charm, you're probably fine in the pits, if that's the only fire immunes down there. I don't remember for sure if it is or not, but yeah, I get you.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, man. Give me a second here. My head just started hurting. Last time I ran forward in. It's probably been a month or two now. I actually use foe quite a bit. I really do like Fist of the Heavens build, so. DMC saying he doesn't like Act 5. Couldn't get into it, huh? Huh. I do. The thing with Act 5 is I never realized, I guess, how basic the map rating is in Act 5. Like, they really mailed it in, huh? Oh my gosh, look how huge this one is. This must be the tomb. Like, they didn't even try to make the maps random. It's just like, you go left, and this is how you get to this thing. You go right, that's how you get here. And if you go straight, that's how you get to here. Always. Like, there's no... You know, no effort to it. Once you memorize it. The thing is I always forget it, I guess, too, but like, you go out to the Frigid Highlands, it's like you just go straight until you get to where you're going. Then you get to the, is it Arius Plateau area, and it's like you just go straight till you get to where you're going. Ah, two monsters? Like, come on, we gotta get more than that before I even wasted time to stop.
I am overburdened.
Homunculus off an armor rack. Congrats. I assume you needed it. Congrats, congrats. Your foe build is legendary. Nice. Yeah, foe's pretty cool. Pretty good one. I think it landed. They kind of nailed that one. I think. You know, you don't want to like bust the game, but you don't want to make a build that's not good enough for, you know, that to where nobody will use it. I think foe landed kind of perfect, maybe. To where it's really good, but it's not like breaking the game like Mosaic or something. Easier said than done to like do that too. So Firewall, Meteor, Thunderstorm, and I can't do it. If I'm going to use a Zod and a rune word, it's got to be better than that. Small upset Act 3 is best or worst depending on how you think about it. Yeah, that's kind of true. I remember talking to Macro Bio Boy. He said Act 3 is his favorite because, like you said, like unique or whatever. There's actually some like substance and difficulty to it. He said everything else is too easy to like read essentially or know where to go. I was like, okay, well, I think Act 3 is too hard. So too hard to map read. I mean, not like I can't possibly beat it. I mean, being able to read the map and actually knowing like which offshoot to actually go up and which one's a waste of time. Oh, it's down over here. Okay. I was like, I thought this one was so huge. I thought this was the tomb with Duriel.
I can't carry anymore.
And it is. The cast delay kills per foe, the build. Well, you drop the foe and then you shoot, you start blasting the, whatchamacalliters. You know what I'm talking about. Holy bolts? What? Of course. If we wanted to get back to town, we have some of those. Kev says his Act 3 sewers is always in the middle. Every once in a while I get one in the middle. Mine's not in the middle that often. It really grinds my gears when it is in the middle, though. I'll tell you that much. Miss any ohms today? Not today. Not yet. Well, if I missed it, I probably didn't see it, so. You don't say, 89. You don't say. Woo-wee. Yeah, I'm a little under the weather, and I didn't want all the bright lights. And for green screens to work right, anyone who's like not in the business, for green screens to work right, you need a lot of light on them. And I just didn't feel like having these bright ass lights on my face today because of my, you know, I'm stricken with disease, so. Grand crowns, did I skip? Yeah, right. Chat shouting out, I need to turn around to get these grand crowns again. Woo! Ah.
I need mana. I can't carry anymore.
Them ghosts keep mana burning me. I hate them. At least give me a high rune for my challenge, huh? Ah. Ooh, Ogriax. You know I gotta check it. You know I got to. Bobby Venton, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Hell Rune Legendary. Put a mannequin head in the wind. 89. I don't understand the joke there. Are you talking like behind me or something? Oop. That's just like cinder blocks. There's not a window back there or anything. Bobby hit a 451 the other day. Nice. Yeah, those are not common. I don't know. I can't remember now. I don't know if I ever found any of those before. I might not have. I might not have. In all my days. Ethereal Bone Hue. There you go, Brett. I'm jelly. Can't even see nothing over here. $30 poison res with 11 max. Okay. It's another one of them ones that at level 18, right? It is the max on the poison. I think the max damage with the res poison, or the res and a max damage could get to 15, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good. If it was fire, it'd be cooler, because then it would be something Andar's Visage could bump up a little bit, but we'll hang on to it, I guess. I found a couple with a different res kind of like that recently. It's one of the ones I'll hang on to and probably never use, but it's no 40-15, I guess. Yeah, Pap 15 max. Yep. I was stuttering there. I don't know if I ever actually spit the whole sentence out. I was trying to say that. I was trying to say it. That's unfortunate, Dragonov, but you say your colors are off? There's got to be some settings on your computer where you can adjust the saturation and stuff, I would guess. I mean, pretty much every monitor has something like that somewhere. Whoops.
I can't carry anymore.
What on here? Keep hitting the wrong button. Oh, Casey, thank you so much.
Casey Murphy donated $9.99 through Super Chat. Hey Phil, I want to play a Poison Necro but haven't found a D-Web. Will I just be disappointed without it?
Thank you for the $10 super chat, Casey Murphy. You Slayer. Thank you so much. I'm a little under the weather. I am hyped, but I can't get too hyper. I'm gonna hurt myself here, but 42. Are you gonna be disappointed? So, in my opinion, if you have a Poison Necro and you're gonna be rocking like 3-piece Trangs, which is kind of the go-to to get poison minus poison res before you get D-Web, you're gonna be, in my opinion, capped out at like players 3 difficulty. So just take that under consideration. A D-Web feels like you double your damage, so It's possible. It all depends on your expectations if you're going to be disappointed, but you might be disappointed, we'll say. But it is indubitably much more powerful with a D-Web. And once again, thank you for the super chat. Oopsie. Appreciate you, Toy Gun. Yeah. Feeling better already. Maybe. I did play a little bit of Poison Necro before I had a D-Web. I think I was just hammering. I used my Poison Necro and I blasted Eldritch and Shank for a while. For like a 500 Eldritch Shank runs video back in the day or something. On Players 3. Okay, move. We'll call this one a wrap, and that's it. That's all she wrote.
Greetings. Not here.
Not here. What could go wrong with a lottery app on a mobile phone, right? Yeah, phone gambling, anything phone gambling wise, you gotta make sure you're not one of those people that get like addicted to something like that. That's what anything like that doesn't bother me too much because I'm so cheap that I can easily just not do things like that, but oop, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Hitting the wrong buttons. Come on, TZ area. What are you doing to me? Might as well jump back to Stony Tombs, find more stuff. Joseph, I don't know about that one. Don't know about that one. That sounds like a Mosaic question, so I can't really answer for you. What levels to sin? 94. 94. Oh yeah, I just noticed I don't really pay attention to leveling. I just kind of level on accident while I'm magic finding. I didn't notice I'm almost I'm halfway to 95. Oopsie. No good. Boy, that guy's blasting off. Holy moly. Slaying the eels off of quarters. Off of quarters. I don't get that one, 89. Don't get that one. Let's see. Joseph says Cobra Strike heals like crazy sometimes, and other times it just seems like it doesn't work. Yeah, I don't know much of anything about that. Steer clear of Mosaic personally. Stepmos, is this a hardcore assassin speedrun? It could be. I can't promise you it isn't. Maybe, allegedly. Ooh. What happened? Ah! I hit the wrong button. Mercenary almost bit it. What a bad mercenary boss I am. See, high level, a lot of TC-87 stuff drop. Well, you would think, but that's not necessarily how it works, but kinda is. Definitely could find everything here for sure. That's what we're hoping for. Get out of here. That was almost a disaster. That was almost a patented Phil death right there. So close. 17 Fizzy Sunday. See, Slayer Saint says he doesn't play Mosaic, but if you have too many points into fire, you can't steal life. I do feel like, also being a non-Mosaic player, I do feel like I've almost heard that before now that you mention it. Gloomy, welcome in. Welcome in. Whoop. Grod Stark, love the content always treats to have you on the second monitor. Greetings from Sweden. Thank you for the kind words. Appreciate you. Yeah, anyone hopping in here a little more recently, I guess I shout out once in a while. I'm a little under the weather here, so that's why I'm like half whispering. Kind of want to whisper even more, to be honest, because it I'm dying here. I'm dying here. Appreciate you, Vivi. I never noticed that he falls in half, I guess. I never paid much attention. Organs just spilling out of his torso. Every once in a while, I'll stop and actually look, you know, stop and smell the roses, as they say, and look at stuff like that. Like this poor guy. He's been there for a while. Didn't look like he is feeling very good. The materials will perk you up? Yeah, I hope so. That'd be pretty sick. This is when I would find it, because I'm all sick. I'd be like, cool, I finally found materials. So happy about it. Man. Gem Shrine. Get them blueberries. Ooh, yeah. I had tons of blueberry. You want blueberry yum yum, right? That's what you're talking about in 89? A flat 15 max. Broken neck. Paddle for it. Find another sacred armor holder for another video. You don't have to. I don't know when I'll be back online or whatever anyway, so. Slayer Saint said made a martial art assassin the season before Mosaic. Nice. No, I don't know. I don't remember if it was 89, if it was somebody else, but somebody was just saying if I eat blueberries, it'll cure me. And that's kind of the whole thing. That's the whole story. Just wrecked. Nothing good though. Champion X is cool. Maybe it'll be cruel or something. Oh, and it is cruel. Unfortunately, it's not better item, I guess, but cruel Champion X of the Lamprey. I like it. I like these old school blue items like that. It's neat. It's neat. Only 355 on it, but just for the funsies, I'm actually gonna hang on to that. Not one town portal, bro. CCBQs. Oh yeah, that's why I do this stuff. That's exactly why I identify it. I've been looking for a CCOAQ. Wait, COAQ. Cruel Ogre acts of quickness. Ogre. Yeah, 89's all about the blueberries, I guess. Guess it was him. If you just eat blueberries, you'll never get sick. That's what I'm being told. But man, I might have to take a nap here in a minute. Grand Charm after this 45 life skiller, that is. I'll probably finish up this this overall like map, like the left, however many tombs are left, and I'll probably be calling it a day. How long are you supposed to wait before you take more cold medicine? You can once an hour, right? Once an hour you can take another dose, something like that. I'm joking. It's like once every 6 hours. Whoop, whoop, whoop. No, I know it's way too many. I was joking. You don't need to be concerned about me. I'm not gonna OD on acetaminophen or whatever. Hydrochloric, clean, something, whatever's in these medications, I forget. App, is it just Tyrell's Might left? Yeah, yep, that's all I got left is Tyrell's Might. Probably for about a solid 12 months now. Yeah, probably over a year. I've just been slaying only 85 areas, hoping to get Tyrell's Might. Finding a dozen Mang songs, bunch of D-webs, Griffin's Eyes. The struggle's real. D2 RNG, am I right? Yeah, Trash. I haven't tried that one yet, but I'm thinking about it. Well, if I'm gonna feel bad anyways, I might as well feel better for a couple of hours before I pass out and then feel even worse when I wake up, right? Grail 2? Nah. I guess the only thing good about an Ethereal Grail, you don't have to find Tyrell's Might again, so. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I might do something like make every rune word or something. Because I feel like I'm going to have almost every rune word done already. I'll just need to get another Zod somehow. Pretty much. I'll need to get a Zod and probably a couple more Chams maybe. And that's about it? Which would be a ton of lower Kurast, or we'll have to see, because I did just find another Jah the other day. We'd have to see. Maybe I'll add that on, huh? Max said he's rocking the Fire Assassin 2. Just made it to Nightmare. Last act of Nightmare? Gotcha. Yeah, I'll play through with Fire. Usually, man, getting through Act 4 Chaos Sanctuary is kind of a toughie, so congrats on that. Getting through the Chaos Sanctuary in Nightmare with any Fire builds can be kind of tough, but I guess you do have a lot of different options, especially if you're using all the different safety skills and stuff. I don't really use all the Cloak of Shadows and stuff just because I can't stand having more than 8 hotkeys. It's just if you a build that has 15 hotkeys, it's just too many. It's just too many. Yeah, fire traps, just a personal opinion, preference here. I usually don't use fire traps until I have really good gear. I started a ladder with a fire trap assassin. I played it for a week, and I just kind of was like, all right, I'm not having any fun with this build, so I'm gonna stop playing this one. You know, budget gear fire trap assassin wasn't. There's one that I just only play with the best gear, pretty much, at least in Infinity. Oh, man. Private D2 server? Well, I don't know how to do that, so maybe that's for somebody else to do. Is Mosaic still a thing? Yeah, yeah. Mosaic's still around. They never did nothing with it. It's still busted. Still broke it. Let's see. I think this was the last... Oh, I didn't go up here. The last tomb. Appreciate you, Brett. Appreciate you. Ooh. Yeah, up here's where all the monsters are at, I guess. Dragonoff says most builds can slap Nightmare or Hell. Yeah, pretty much. Fire can struggle at the end of Nightmare, but yeah, most things can be okay. So, all right, with that one done, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. Maybe we'll see when the last time I took medicine was. Maybe we'll check some more, or I'll just check some coffee. I'm not sure which one. But thank you guys for joining me, and thank you for anyone that supported the channel. We got some Twitch Prime subs over here. Julian M. Chu, Kurlask, Dragonoff coming in with a super chat, and Casey Murphy super chat as well. All you legends that support the channel. Thank you guys so much. You really do make it possible for me to, keep streaming, making videos on the channel, having the content come out consistently. So I do appreciate y'all. With that being said, peace out and keep slaying.